Good morning. How are you? Okay, it's time. You ready? Cheers. I think we're waiting for Anne, but I don't know. I guess Mark slept in today. So it might just be you and I. In any event, let's get going, right? We're here. Let's start. So make sure you have water and a towel. Hopefully you drank some water. Class. So let's take your your hands, and just place them on the back of your lower back. And now from there, try to squeeze the elbows together. And then you want to have your feet in a stable place, so maybe a little wider than hip width. Really squeeze those elbows. Now release the arms. Just gently sway side to side. Getting some good blood flow. We're going to do a moving warm-up today. So get ready to breathe a little heavy, get the body warmed up. Okay, let's take one arm up and the other one back, and then switch. One arm up, other one back. So a lot of movement in these arms to get the shoulders warmed up. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and work as big of a range as you can. Okay, right arm only comes up, get it nice and straight, and then let the hip go out, and then come over a little. And do the same on the other side. Reach the arm up, hip comes out, and just kind of lean in a little. There she is, good morning. And again, other side. And switch. We're just going to kind of go between the two. So very rhythmic. Keep your glutes tight and your tummy in. You know that, right? I don't have to remind you. Or maybe I do. Okay, here we go. All the way to the back of the mat. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms really long and straight. And then let's pull the booty back. Come all the way down. Hands to the floor. Walk out to a plank. Now from your plank, right to your down dog. Heels are pushing to the floor. Now from here, baby steps with the feet all the way forward. Inhale and extend to a flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Now you're at the front of your mat, and we're going to take it back. So all the way down again. Palms down, step your feet back to plank. Meet me in your down dog. Heels push to the floor. Pull back to plank. Baby steps with your hands now going all the way back to your feet. You're at the end of your mat. Inhale, extend flat back. And a nice slow swan dive back up. Flip the palms, reach the arms nice and long. And all the way back down again. Baby steps to the front. You're right back in your plank. Now you're in your down dog. Heels push to the floor. Walk your hands back to your feet. If you can keep your legs straight, why not? Inhale, extend flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip the palms, reach for the sky. And arms back by your side. Bring your hands to heart. I'm going to have you kickstand your right foot. So normally when we're using weights, we try to have less than 20% on the weight of that right foot. Make it even less this time. I want you to start a hinge. So you're starting to fold at the hip, come on down. You're going to go down maybe till you're parallel to the floor with your upper body, and then slowly come back up again. So see if you can keep barely any weight in that right foot. So you're getting nice length coming into this left leg. You want to keep it almost straight. We're going to do one more and then we'll switch feet. So you just got those toes on the mat. That's it. And back up. And let's kickstand that left foot. Come on down. So your spine is staying nice and long here. We're not hunching or rounding the upper back. That would be a terrible thing, wouldn't it? Okay, come on back down again. And you play with your range. If you can go a little bit beyond where you did the first one, do it. Here's your last one. And back up. Okay, big deep breath. A nice slow swan dive back down. Baby steps with your hands to the front of your mat. This time, from your plank, we're going to do a little hover and go right to your up dog. Come on to the tops of your feet here and take your knees off the floor. Put the knees back down, come back to your toes. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Now this time here, we're going to lift our left foot up, keeping your hips nice and square. Switch to the other one. And meet me back in your plank, right down into your dog. Tops of the feet, knees off the floor, so you're weighting a lot into the arms. Keep the tummy pulling in and squeeze your glutes. Tuck those toes under, right back to your down dog. Left leg lifts. Open your hip up this time. Lift your leg a little higher. And let's do the same with the right leg. And meet me back in your plank. Let's do a hover, right to up dog. Knees down, toes tucked, back to down dog. Left leg lifts. Open your hip. You're going to bend at the knee. Lift from your knee. A little higher, a little higher. Do the same on the other side. Nice. Meet me back in your plank. Now this time we're going to take the left foot, bring it up between your hands, and put the right knee down on the floor. So you're framing your foot with both your hands. Shoulders come up, stack them right over those hips. Palms come together, reach them up. So nice and long with the arms, you can take your gaze, look up, and then all the way back down. Fingertips only, come off your knee in the back, and do the same thing. Shoulders over hips, sweep the arms. Nice. Come on back down. Step back plank. Do a little hover, right to up dog. Hips up and back down dog. Right foot steps all the way forward. Left knee down. Sweep the arms. Nice. Come on back down with your hands. Come off the knee. Reach your arms up. Great job. Hold here, breathe just for a sec or two. So getting a nice little stretch through that hip flexor. Come all the way back down. Step back to plank. Let's meet in that hover, up dog, and right into your down dog. We're going to stay here for a little bit. Pedal our feet. Give your calves a little bit of love. Now, up and down on the toes. Heels drive to the floor. Get as high as you can on the toes. Meet me back in your plank. Just hold it. Now we're going to put the left knee down on the floor in the middle of the mat. You're going to take the foot and kick it out to the side a little bit. Bring your right hand to the center and open your body to face the left side of the room. Reach your left arm up. And you're going to lift that left leg up off the floor. Reach it nice and long and just hold the pose. Let's put the toes back down and lift them back up. See if you can lift that foot a little higher this time. And put it down. And one last time. Make this one fabulous. Higher, reach it longer. Come back onto all fours. We're going to do some cat-cows at your pace. How good does that feel? When you round and arch the back, play around with the position of your hips. Maybe move them back a little, just to kind of change the angle. When you drop into the shoulders, you have that big arch, you still need to hollow out the stomach. And just do a few more of these. Nice. Now come to a neutral spine. Left hand to the center. Left foot kicks out to the side with the knee in the middle. Face the right. Sweep the right arm up nice and straight. And then that back leg comes off the floor. Lift it a little higher. And then bring it back down. A little reprieve. And lift. See if you can get it a little higher than the first time. And lower it. And last time. Lift it higher, reach it longer. No bend in that leg. Come back onto all fours. Nice. So you're in your quadruped position. Tuck your toes under. I'm going to have you walk your hands out in front to the corner of your mat and drive your hips back so they're just over the heels. Big little lat stretch here, right? Head releases towards the floor, but not on the floor. Armpits are what is going down towards the floor. Just hold here, breathe, hollow out the belly, squeeze your glutes. Try to lower the chest a little deeper as you exhale. Nice. Bring those hands back. You're in your quadruped position. Tuck your toes under, maybe in your bear. And put the knees back down. And lift back up. Pull in that stomach as best you can. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Keep holding. Just breathe. Step the feet back to plank. Meet me in your down dog. Baby steps forward with the feet all the way up to the hands. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Come all the way up to standing. Flip those palms, reach them up. And hands back by your side. Nice. Hands to heart. Step the right foot back. Now, either step the back foot farther back and get nice and high on the toes, or inch your front foot forward. I want you to be in a big stance. So keep going. Now, almost a straight leg in the front. And a straight leg in the back, up on the toes. From here, I want you to lean forward without rounding your back. You're getting into the top of the hamstring and the glute on your left leg. Once your upper body appears to almost be parallel to the floor, I want you to just hold this. Just breathe. Now release the hands down onto your shin. So your arms are fully extended. Nothing else changes, just hold, breathe. Try to keep that left leg straight. If you can walk the hands a little closer to the floor, start to. Maybe your fingertips are down on the floor, but I'd like that left leg straight. And again, I haven't folded my upper back. Now bring your hands back onto your shin, walk them up the leg. Whoops, a little tricky with balance. Now bend the front leg. Now, if you can, I want you to take your right foot and slide it a little further back. Hands to heart. So let's look down at our front knee, position it over the ankle, or maybe a little in front of, that's okay. Now, we're gonna activate this left glute. So in order to do that, we're gonna lean in. Feel it? Now we're gonna feel it some more because we're gonna bring our arms out in front, palms face each other. Your arms are nice and long and you just keep that bend in that front leg. Now pull the arms back in, rotate your chest to the left. Just hold. High on the toes on the back foot, so you're putting most of your weight into your left leg. Come on back, square the shoulders, take those arms out yet again. Lift them up a little higher, but the torso does not move. Hands down, step back, plank. Oh my goodness. I call that a just-in-time transition. Okay, hover, up dog. Off the knees on the tops of the feet. Hold and breathe. Knees down, tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and slowly bring them back over your heels. Open your hands in the front, nice and wide. Chest lowers towards the floor. Slide those hands back in, transition into your bear pose, just hold. Lift the toes up on the left foot. Lift the toes up on the right foot. Both toes down. Come into a small down dog here. Drive your heels to the floor. Should be easy. Straighten out your legs. And let's make sure you can see the sides of your arms through your vision. Walk your hands back to your feet. You're in a full forward fold. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Exhale back down. Baby steps with the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Do a hover and meet me in up dog. Nice. Back to down dog. Just breathe. Lift your right leg up. Sweep it all the way forward, up between your hands. Slide your back leg back. Sweep the arms up. Now, high on the toes on the back foot. Straighten your front leg, bring your hands to heart. Make sure you feel stable. You've got your feet with enough distance between the two that you're not going to tumble. Start to come down. Spine stays nice and long. High on the toes on that back foot. Everything right now is going into the right leg. Just hold. Release the hands to your shin. Slide them down a little lower if you have that opportunity. Take it. Maybe the fingertips are on the floor. Push that right leg straight. Hands back to your shin. Walk them up your leg. Try to keep that leg straight while you do that. Hands to heart. Now you're going to bend. Front leg. Hold here. Now, if you can, wiggle this back foot. Just get a little more distance between the two. Let's lean in. So you're going to start to lower the torso and just hold. Lots of work for this right leg. Arms extend out. So if you're looking down at your knee, you should find it somewhere around the ankle or just in front. Bring your hands back to heart, rotate right. Oh my goodness. Come on back. Now push that leg straight. Come back up with your shoulders over your hips. Now the front leg is straight again. Sweep the arms up. Bring the arms by your side. Hands to heart. Step your back foot in. Nice. Deep breath. Nice slow swan dive all the way down. Push your butt back. Weight your heels. Look through your knees. Straighten your legs. Both hands are going to hold on to your left ankle as you extend to a flat back. Sweep your right leg back up behind you, as high as you can get it. Single leg balance pose. Put that right foot down, switch legs. Don't go where you're comfortable, go where you're not sure. Switch legs again. We're going to add on to this one. Fingertips out in front. Right hand up to your waist. Open your chest to face the right side of the room. Bend your left elbow, lower your torso, closer to the standing leg. Lift your back leg a little higher up. Right hand comes back to the floor. I want you to square your hips for me. So lower the right hip. Now just take your fingertips off the floor and just hold the balance on that one leg. Your fingers are just hovering above the floor. Now take your hands to heart, unhinge and come back up to standing. Nice, deep breath. Nice slow swan dive down. Hold on to that right ankle, sweep your left leg back. Lift it as high as you can. Fingertips out in front. Open the left hip to the sky, lift the left hand to your hip. Bend your right elbow, torso comes down, leg in the back goes up. You're facing your chest to the left side of the room. Now take that left hand back to the floor. Lower that left hip so they're even. Cover both fingers just above the floor. Back leg is nice and strong. Hands to heart, unhinge, come back up to standing. Whew. Deep breath. Now clasp the fingers at the top. Clasp your fingers. You're going to lift your right knee up into the chest. Take your left hand to your waist. Flex the right foot. 2 fingers around your big toe, straighten that leg. Stand nice and tall, open it to the side if you can. Lift it up. Bring it back. We're going to let it go and hold it right there. This is all quad working here. And then lower it. Deep breath. Clasp the fingers. Lift the left knee up into the chest. Right hand to your waist. Take hold of the toe. Extend the legs. Open it out. Try to lift it a little higher. Bring it back. Let it go, just hold. Get nice and tall here. You want to be strong through the core. And let it down. Big deep breath. Hands to heart. You're going to hinge halfway down, pull your booty back. Feet are hip width apart. When you think the torso is halfway there, just stop. Take the arms by your side. Nice and long, palms face down. Try to get nice and broad through the shoulders. Bring the arms out to the side like an airplane. Lift those hands up. A lot of work for the back of the shoulders. Your neck is nice and long. You haven't dropped your face. It's that full forward fold. Look through your knees. Walk your hands out to plank. Let's take our left knee to the left elbow. Keep micro bends in both elbows and then step it back. Do the same with the right. And step it back. And left. And right. And left. And right. And down dog. Nice, easy breathing here. Close your eyes. This is an opportunity to just get lost. Just breathe, listen to your breath. Baby steps with your feet to the middle of your mat and hands walk back to the feet. Pull, pull. Inhale, extend flat back. Reverse all the way back up to standing. Flip the palms up, reach them for the sky. Hands to heart. Left foot steps forward and your right foot is going to step back with your foot on a 45-degree angle from your body. Chest is going to face forward. Come into a half fold with your upper body. Both legs are straight. Now we're going to release the right hand to your hip and the left hand down just by the instep of that front foot. Open your chest now to face the left side of the room. Sweep your right arm up if you can. Take your gaze, turn, and look up. Nice, strong arm. Bring that hand slowly with a strong arm back down. Bring both hands back to heart. Unhinge, come back up to standing. Nice. Step that back foot forward and you're going to switch sides. So if you're looking down at your feet, it would be nice to have both heels in the same line. Both legs are straight, come into your fold. Release the right hand. Sweep the left arm up. Take your gaze, follow that hand. Now you're not putting any weight into that right hand. This is all core strength that you're using to maintain the pose. Just breathe. Okay, let's take this left hand back down. Square the shoulders, both hands to heart, unfold. Come back up, step up, back, foot back in. Deep breath. Now, with the arms really long, and lifting out of your hips, trying to get your body taller, reach up even more and then go over to the left a little. Your hips are staying square. Come back center. Lift up as you rotate right. Nice. Come back center. Take your gaze, look up, and swan dive all the way down. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Drift your hips backwards. All the weight's in the heels. Baby steps with the hands walking forward. Step your feet back to plank. Lower down onto the forearms. You're in your low plank. Bring your heels and toes together. Hips come up an inch. Drop the right hip down. Just hold it there. Now go up and down an inch. So you're just working that right side. Feeling your transverse abdominis and your obliques. It's a tiny movement. Now come back. Butt goes up an inch. Drop the left side. Up and down an inch. Butt back up, square those hips. Put your knees on the floor. They should be squeezing into each other. Squeeze them, lift them back up. This is worked in slow motion. Lower, while you squeeze. Squeeze as you lift. Repeat that 4 more times. Lower, and lift. And lower, and lift, and lower. Squeeze your knees harder, and lift, and lower, and lift, and put the knees down. Oh, we have a child's pose on deck. How awesome is that? So grab your towel so you have a nice cushion for your forehead. And you might not want to have your forehead down, whatever child's pose you like. Just kind of find yourself there. We're going to be here for about 10 breaths. So just breathe, close your eyes. Okay, walk it back up. You're going to kick those feet out to the side. Meet me in staff pose. So you're extending your legs all the way out, nice and straight. So you want to move all that muscle out of the way so you have a firm connection to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Round your upper back. Relax your head. Just chill out. Now walk the hands back up. Bring your feet together. I'm going to have you cross your right ankle over your left. Walk your hands forward. And maybe you're going beyond your feet. Clasp your fingers. Maybe the forearms can get a little closer to the floor. But you're getting a little bit more here coming into that right leg, especially all the little tendons behind the knee. Just take a few more breaths. And while you're here and you're all folded over, you still need to pull in your stomach. That's what protects your lower back. Plus, it's a way better look than when it just hangs out. Come back up. Uncross, go the other side. Left ankle over right. Walk it down. When you can't get any further, round your upper back, relax your head. Okay, walk it back up, uncross. We're going to do only one full body stretch today. If you have a towel, because we're going to do some PMF stretching of our legs, so I'd like you to grab a towel if you don't have one. Arms come out. We're going to C-curve the spine, suck in the belly, come down nice and slowly. Lots of control here. Once you've gotten all the way down, you're going to take the arms back behind you, do a full body stretch. Toes point, arms reach. And let's bring the arms back. Relax the feet. Grab your towel if you have it handy. We are going to put our right foot in the towel. You're going to hold the towel just with the right arm. You're working your right leg here. So left calf presses into the floor. Try to straighten the right leg. And let the toes point down towards your face. Now you're using your right hand to pull the foot further back. Now, from here, we're going to do the opposite. You're going to take your foot, you're going to push it into the towel and try to move the leg forward, but you're not going to actually let it move. So you're just creating that big tug and then release it. Now, see if you can move the foot a little further back and then create that big push yet again. And one last push. And see if you can move the leg further back. Now let's relax that leg, extend it all the way down along the floor, and we're just going to switch over to the left. So try to push that right calf into the floor. Try to move the left leg, keeping it straight, further back. Nice. Now, create that tug. So try to push the leg forward. It's not going to go anywhere, but make it as intense as you can. And then release it and see if it goes further back. And try again. And release it. Move it back. And one last push. Now, change hands with your towel. So the towel's going to stay on the left foot, but you're going to hold the towel with your right hand. Your left arm is just hanging out down on the floor. Now, we're slowly going to guide the left foot across the body over to the right. You're trying to stretch the outside of that leg, the IT band. Just hold it where you feel that nice tug. Now, if you can, move the foot a little further back, maybe an inch or a half inch or a quarter inch, something. Now, release that leg. We're going to do the same on the other leg. So, left calf presses into the floor, right leg comes up. You're going to use your left hand this time. Relax your right arm down. Cross over the body. When you feel that really tight spot, that's the ticket. Just hold there and breathe. Maybe the foot wants to go a little further back. And let's slowly bring that leg back up. Release the towel, both knees pull up and into the chest. Meet me in happy baby. So you're going to hold the outsides of your feet, your elbows are inside the knees. Keep your lower back on the floor and try to press your feet towards the floor. Straighten both legs up towards the ceiling. Arms are by your side. Your palms are facing the floor. In slow motion, you're going to lower the right leg, pushing the heel away from you. So the leg is very straight as it descends down towards the floor. Take it down to hip height, and in slow motion, bring it back up. It's really important to keep that leg straight. Now let's do the same with the left. Push the heel up and out. Leg extends down nice and slowly. Once you start to come up, make sure you're coming up as slow as you did going down. And I'm going to have you, both legs are up towards the ceiling. I'm going to have you bend the right leg and put that right foot on the floor. Get your heel close to your butt so the leg has a big bend in it. Now take this left leg, open it out to the side without the right leg moving. So you're using your tummy here to stabilize. And you're going to make a circle. So you're going to start to move that left foot forward. Bring it in towards that right leg. Bring it back up towards the ceiling. And do that nice big circle again. Really pull in the stomach and keep those hips even. And now switch. Bend that left foot. Heel close to the butt. Right leg straightens. Open it to the side. Move it forward. Big circle. Bring it back up and just do it again. And bring it back up. Straighten both legs up towards the ceiling. And you're going to open them for an inner thigh stretch. This time they stay straight. You can take your hands onto your inner thighs. Flex your feet. And maybe give a gentle push to open a little wider. It's nothing crazy. You're probably already feeling a great stretch. Now, assist your legs, close them back up. Bend your knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. So tuck those knees in, bring your forehead up to meet your knees, and then roll yourself up. Come up onto the toes. Just hang out here for a second. Let's get blood flow back where it's supposed to be flowing. Now we're going to meet in a forward fold. Just look through your knees so your head is relaxed. Stick your hands above the knees. You're going to come up this time rounding, C-curving your spine. One vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Follow up your belly, squeeze your glutes. Nice. Take a big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Namaste. Hope you feel fabulous and you make a great day out of it. Hello, Val. Val's got to rush to work.
Yep. Bye-bye. Nice